Hey guys, Bill Siementail from the BBZ-TV with my buddy Matt Kobzeff. We used to fish tournaments way back in the day, God, 25 years ago?
Yeah, at least.
We're going to do a little calico fishing with some swim baits, and we're going to make this real short because we're going to fish first and we're going to talk later. So stay tuned.
You can get in there and...
There's one on the 6-inch swim bait.
You got a follower with him?
We're going to see. Just slow rolling it across that edge, fishing the weed edge just like I would do at Casitas. It's a nice little start. Nice little calico. Okay, was that like 3 or 4 casts into it? Okay, I'm gonna have to do the flip. Oh, that's a solid calico, dude.
Look at these all flared up. Look at that spawn. Look at that orange. These fish are all spawn fish. Look at that.
Look at that. Hold that puppy up. That's a nice calico right there, dude.
Beautiful fish.
Okay.
He ate that thing, didn't he?
And you know, these are, I'm trying these new EWGs, and they're 2x strong, but with the short shank and the wire, they're almost like a 3x. So I wanted to see if I...
Now listen, I got one rule, Bill.
What's that, buddy?
You're not allowed to outfish me in my own boat. So.
But that for the first fish of the day on the 6-inch, back of the boat.
Full-blown spawn fish, Bill.
That was pretty color. Look at that. Here's another one on, but shows the power of this bait. You catch a 3.5, 4-pounder, then you throw out, you stick.
Everything eats it.
Yeah, everything eats it. Uh-oh, he turned the boat. He turned the boat. Got hit. There we go. Well, this ain't, I'm just fishing outside, so the big fish, Matt's going, that's the only dilemma you got with throwing these swim baits with the hooks on the outside, is you can't get in to fish the skinny water, or not the skinny water, but the stuff that's going to catch those treble hooks. Matt's going into the jungle. I would just get friggin' stuck in there. So we're going to actually just watch him fish those open spots. I saw it come up.
See if I can get him through here.
Fish in the jungle. Oh, there's a dolphin right on the inside of that pocket. You're right.
If I just keep his head up, I'll be okay.
So kind of just like fishing the Delta, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, when there's no current.
Yeah, this stuff doesn't lay flat. There's a solid little bass.
4 pounds probably.
Nice.
900 maybe. That's what I'm looking for.
Choke that thing.
Look at that.
Choke that thing. Look at that. Bitchin'. So that's where the weedless comes in. I mean, that's just, you don't have too many options out there, you know.
Well, you know, you gotta have a lot of different things rigged, you know?
Yep.
Gotta have a lot of different baits ready to go. And
I should have actually brought a couple SPRO frogs. They had a
buzz baits?
Yeah, frogs, buzzbait. They tore it up. Yeah, you don't even see bass like that much anymore, even at cast stake. That's the sad part. That'll give you bass thumb quick. Look at that, that's a fat little chunker.
That fish probably go 4.5 pounds.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So fat. That's a good way to start the day, huh?
Yeah. Couple 4s in the bucket.
Yeah.
5 or 6 casts.
Do a few more of them, and we're looking at a 20-pound day.
A couple really nice ones on the 6-inch. There's a hit. There's a hit.
Nice one?
No. Another one chewing on the 6-inch. Nice little chunky keeper.
It's a nice bass.
I got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is that you're catching fish that I would never catch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're literally fishing behind me.
Yeah, I'm fishing out.
That bait is literally activating a whole different type of fish. Get in there. But this first pass this morning, we're not going to be able to get in there.
Okay. Oh God, that one hit it pretty good.
Oh, it's almost hit a double. I just lost one.
That one felt
good.
Better.
Phil, don't that thing kick your ass?
It's stuck in the kelp, so I got.
If he has any friends with him. You got a big old 7-pounder somewhere.
Oh, unbuttoned.
You lost him?
Now
you got the fish.
Yeah, I got the fish.
Oh, that's a fatty.
You know what, guys? Matt's backseating me, and I got to pull out the old school swim bait techniques. There's another.
Just quality fish.
Quality fish.
Quality fish.
Okay, Matt.
There's no rainbow trout out here, Bill.
Rainbow trout. We already I caught what, a half a dozen or so on the mackerel?
Oh, at least, yeah, maybe.
And some nice ones. We got some solid
4+ pounders.
Okay, so here's the biggest thing is I'm just gonna prove that there's rainbow trout running the beach line here in the Southern California, right?
Are they running right now in the summer?
Yeah, the trout's out here.
Well, you're going to prove one of two things.
What's that?
One, either you're going to prove that there's rainbow trout running out here, or that these fish aren't as smart as we give them credit for.
Or maybe we're not smart.
That's true.
Maybe we're overthinking it all. And
I think that's probably the real case.
Okay, rainbow trout, baby. That's coming right there, buddy. I'm gonna catch Calico. Hey guys, Bill Cimentil from the BBZ-TV. Out here with Matt. What we did is we came out to Long Beach today. Matt picked me up early in the morning. I left the house around 2, and we came out to do a little calico fishing.
You had a heck of a drive, didn't
Yeah,
you?
long drive. We came out with a handful of baits. Matt threw a weedless swim bait and a iron, and I threw the BBZ, and we kind of just went out there and we just covered a ton of water. We looked for nice edges in the kelp. We chased some birds around for a while. We looked for bait, and we still actually had, from what it sounds like, from what Matt said, we actually had a really great day. I bet you we had over 20 pounds.
What's your definition of good? We had 25 fish.
I wanted bigger fish.
Yeah, we all did. But you know, we still ended up with over 20 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, big fish probably was maybe touching 5.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of that 4-pound class fish.
Yeah.
We saw some better fish. They
Right.
just were a little non-committal today. Hooked a couple of big ones.
Right.
But it was still, for local fishing,
Great day on the
Can't beat
water. The biggest thing I took out of this trip too is that, you know, I always preach about techniques and tools. I threw the 6-inch swim bait, had a handful of nice fish on the mackerel color, and I turned on, I tied on the rainbow trout.
because they were running.
Yeah, they planted rainbow trout today out here at Long Beach, and the calicos ate it. So it's just to show you, color's not as important as getting a bait that works right in the water column and fish in the right areas. So that's the biggest thing I wanted to show to you guys, and same with Matt. We had 3 different style baits. We used them in the same technique in the upper water column. They all worked, you know. So I'll go back and I'll make sure I edit it so I squeak out, maybe I have 1 extra fish more than Matt. But that's what happens when you edit the film. And it was just a great day on the water, you know. If you guys want to get a hold of Matt, you know, you still do stuff with the hot sauce and fish tournaments or anything?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy is still big time out here at you know, Long Beach and all the SoCal saltwater areas, fishing from spotted bay bass to calicos, big thresher sharks. I'm just out there. I'm going to fish wherever it hits my bait. So we hope you guys had a great time out on the water with us. Hopefully you learned something. There's little tidbits of information in there, so make sure you watch the video. If you want to get a hold of me at bill@thebbz.com, and check out the new webpage at thebbz.com.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't holding out too much that bait was going to catch fish as well as it did today.
Right.
I thought, you know, that BBZ lure, I thought for sure after I had you down 10-0 or 12-0 that
Right.
that you would be looking at me going, all right, it's time for me to change. But not only did you hold your own, I think at one point there you were leading the count.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
It was definitely catching fish.
I know you had a couple more. With being the first cast in some of the spots is always key. But yeah, being in the back of the boat and the angles.
Of course, front of the boat, it had nothing to do with my fishing ability, just because I was in the front of the boat.
It did a little bit, but it just shows you that, you know, Derek, a buddy of mine on the website, he always says the fish don't know which way the boat's traveling. It's a great concept. They don't know which way you're going for, so if you got a good angle and make a good cast in the structured cover, you know, you got a great opportunity to hook fish.
I think I counted 4 fish you caught today that I definitely would not have caught. Areas that I casted 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and then you came in behind, little different presentation, different bait, and you picked up the fish.
Right.
So it was definitely working.
Yep. So we hope you guys enjoyed this little film. We're gonna try to get back out. Maybe we'll do some thresher shark fishing, maybe some sand bass. Maybe we'll go over to the island. But make sure you guys stay tuned and watch for the next show. Appreciate it. We'll catch you next time out on the water.